Any critical hits against evil foes are automatically successful.
That's the key part, because right now my weapon bypasses everything. It's
Okay.
a functionally +10 greatsword.
Do not make me regret this, is what Microbeck says.
It's a +7 sharding, truthful, furious greatsword, which is a +9 while fighting dragons. Plus all those things. It's like it's breaking so many rules being an inquisitor and a rager.
And nice.
It goes through DR Mythic right now. It's disgusting. He is a burnout warrior. Invoking all the spirits of his ancestors. He's ready to be Thurgus the Dragon Slayer. Everybody else is talking some shit. He is just like, you're seeing all kinds of things around this dude. Blood that's coming off at like faces and shit like that. Like he's intense.
All right, Professor, give me a. You're trying to distract him, right?
I'm gonna so it says for permanent image.
No, this is the dragon's turn. You're distracting him,
yeah.
so give me a bluff.
Yeah. Sure. It's not super great, not super terrible. There's no buffs running right now, right?
Bard
Yeah,
Song?
there's Good Hope. +2.
Is that +2? And Bard Song +1?
No.
Oh,
Bard
+2.
Song doesn't apply to this, I
okay.
don't think.
Yeah, okay. 28. Best roll I've had all night, but probably not good enough to bluff the gold dragon.
Yeah, even with him being distracted and a little bit mad, he gets a 42 on his sense motive.
Ooh.
So
Yeah.
I have burned greater villains than you. And he takes a step forward, and he looks down at the professor's projected image, and his tail comes whipping in like a hammer. The entire room shakes. Let's make sure he doesn't roll a 1 to hit the illusion. He doesn't roll a 1. I think that might have been a critical threat hit. Yep. He strikes the illusion, which means he gets a will save. Gets a 32 on the projected image.
It is 31, 32, 33.
So he fails.
Yes.
His tail hits, and his tail moves, and you're just still standing there. What?
Yes, like I said, a Chardalon actually sent me. He asked for you directly, and I've come here as your deliverer to your new god to show you the ropes, make sure you're getting settled in all right. See if you need anything, have any questions. Really, there's no need for the flames again or the tail.
Okay, the dragon with a claw touches what looks like a gem that's been embedded in the breastbone of the dragon. The gem sizzles a little bit. Whatever he tried to do didn't seem to work.
Okay.
Professor,
I
your turn.
assume you needed to do that. But like I was saying, yes, well, shall we get started then? The professor will fold his hands and close his eyes and start concentrating. Well, rather, the projected image of the professor. The professor found himself like a coroner over in the hallway and is just like blind and deaf, just sort of like a vegetable hanging out back there. And I will concentrate on the temple, the symbol of a Chardalon, permanent illusion, and I'll probably start subtle with some smoke in the air, maybe some glowing heat in the eyes and the mouth of the statue, maybe something like a laugh or the roll of thunder from far away starting to echo through the chamber. I'll start kind of subtle with it. We got some time to take up here. Let's not blow the whole performance yet,
Yeah, the dragon's looking around at the changes, glancing around. He's like lording over where you're standing. Makranam, oh, is it time?
I think so, yes.
All right, Makranam.
And
Is
if
he
the
invisible
dragon
at all?
appears to notice Makranam, I'm sending in leprechauns.
I think send him in now, right? Send him in as like.
Did anyone have any other invisibilities when we were getting ready? Let me check to see if Makranam has any ability to turn invisible.
I didn't.
Oh, I
If
gave
we
him
needed-
greater invisibility.
Okay.
I gave him greater invisibility,
Okay.
haste, and fly.
All right, haste, and that happened probably the round before, so Makranam's got greater invis.
Yeah, maybe not send the leprechauns in right away. That might
All right,
muddle
so
the situation. You're
greater invis, Makranam does move in. The dragon does look in the general direction where Makranam is now flying. And then the leprechauns go in.
The leprechauns go in. They're going for the tail, baby.
Where's the gold? Give us the gold.
right.
Makranam is going to double move. And let's see if he can stealth into that pool. With the plus 20, he's at a 43 stealth. He gets a 60.
Nice.
And the dragon can't see through invisible, but it can perhaps. All right. He's a little bit mad, and he is distracted by leprechauns and the professor. The dragon quickly lost track of where Makranam was.
Yes, he's in, boys.
So Makranam double moves, and then is going to search for into the pool. He's looking around.
And if you want to go in, Thurgus,
Oh, I'm going in now.
yeah.
The leprechauns went in. I'm going in.
All right.
Or like if the leprechauns get to go in.
I'm not gonna be shown up by some little green dudes.
The door got kicked open by the leprechauns. Thurgus, you're standing there.
This sword has never looked more angelic. It's literally glowing and dripping with a blood red light. The adamantine itself looks angry. It feels furious. It emanates like hunting, is hungry for dragons.
Top
he's
around
gonna-
two. Thurgus.
He's gonna 5-foot step
Yep.
and swing at this dragon. He's gonna power attack. And just for clarification, this is +5 enhancement, plus Bane, plus fear, because he's gonna free action rage. And he's gonna swing twice. And this is, I don't think Thurgus has ever swung this hard before. There's a lot going on. Judgments are protection and purity, specifically, from last round. So that's AC and saves. I put it in chat, but... and I'm going to make sure I have the math on this right. It's 13 Bab, 8 Strength, 2 Strength from Rage, 1 Focus, 5 Training, 5 Enhancement, 2 Bane, 2 Furious, 4 Luck, 2 Morale, 1 Haste, -4 from Power Attack.
my lair now, teddy bear.
This teddy bear's going to chunk a fucking dragon.
42? Hell yeah.
Did it roll?
Do you also
I don't think
have-
it did.
No, I don't
Oh,
think it did
there's-
with all the.
The
Bards on
parentheses?
the
Yeah,
Sorry,
Yeah.
my bad.
it's all right.
Put it right there. 17, I don't think threatens a critical. Oh, 17 threatens a critical. Is
Yep.
it evil?
He, because of his transformation and worship into an evil god, flipped from mad to evil.
You're
Auto
welcome.
crits.
So it's an auto crit. Roll pound crit.
Is it exclamation point or
Exclamation.
pound?
Yeah, it's exclamation crit.
bang crit?
Standard damage.
So this is
Standard critical damage. Yeah, whatever
And
you're.
remember Bard Song and Good Hope.
Oh, I didn't add Bard's Song to this. I did have Good Hope. I
Oh, okay,
apologize.
So it was even higher, is 44?
Yeah. So this is on a standard crit, 12d6 plus 106 plus 46. Bane doesn't get doubled.
Mhm.
161 points of damage.
Ooh. 161 plus the 42 he already had. It's 203.
That's swing number 1.
You catch him right in the breast and crack sort of the dragon's breastbone. Gold is flying everywhere. The sword angrily sizzles into him.
That's right, boys. Loot your money.
Get the gold! Get the gold!
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Second
And his
attack.
Iterative is 53 to hit.
Yep, you wrench the blade free, doing damage as you do it.
For another 88 points of damage.
Ooh.
291. I gotta check.
Holy shit.
Points.
I think you might have got his attention. Is he looking bruised up at all yet?
I thought those leprechauns were going to catch a breath weapon, but I think they're going to be able to get some tail gold.
If nothing else, I got his attention. I'm a
The last
distraction.
strike brought him to bloodied.
Understood.
Fuck, one turn, you fucking bloodied him?
You asked for my name. I'm Thurgis, previously known as Avatar of the Bloodbear, soon to be known as the Dragon Slayer.
All right, Thurgis, you also have a haste attack, don't you?
Oh shit, you're right.
Yes!
But it's at -10, right?
It's at -10, yeah.
Does a 41 hit?
The dragon before buffing has an AC of 39. You then slash at one of its claws.
Hasted attack for another 89 points of damage.
Oh my god.
291 plus 89 is you've done 380 damage to this thing.
Guys, we didn't need this plan. We just need to force this plan so Thurgus got really mad and just
It's-
like poured everything he had.
Fully buffed, he's
All right.
pretty gross.
Zephyros is going to bravely, from around the corner, ready his wall of force. He's going to do it at the beginning of any of the the breath weapon. I think he's going to save it for the breath weapon.
Makes sense.
The breath weapon or a bite, I think, is the trigger.
That was awesome.
Pharisee.
Congratulations, Thurgus.
Your leprechauns are running around. The dragon's ignoring the leprechauns. It doesn't care.
I would think.
They're picking up the gold. I got some gold. I got some gold.
It's so many.
They're ignoring the dragon as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to continue Bard Song.
Yep.
I'm going to...
Evil Eye attacks. Or Protective Luck. Both of those things would be in my best interest. Before I get murdered by this dragon again.
I will give Protective Luck to Thurgus and
Okay.
Tackle.
Hooray!
Okay.
So that puts it about 3 rounds out.
Bookerback.
So if he full round attacks me, which he might do,
He might do.
yeah,
That's the best I can do on that one.
that's strong. I
It's
might
a
not
strong
die.
one.
We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. His chance of critting you is going to be low.
Well, I have 75% negation for crits.
Nice.
I have moderate fortification plus the secured armor feat. So I forgot to run that with the crit from the fire thing, but I do have significant fortification.
You think you can take one on the chin here from this thing?
One?
You're prepared
Yeah,
now.
sure.
Yeah. You think you
One.
can take one? Survive one round of him?
I didn't say one round. I said one
This
hit.
is one. This is one. I mean,
We'll
he
see.
might burn one on the wall of force will take. And if he does that,
The problem is my con is just so much worse here.
yeah.
Alright. So
If we weren't in the dream realm, I could tank this guy like a fucking champion.
Yeah.
let's see what Bookerback has left.
Righteous Might helps. Like, it offsets some of that con, but dude, it's brutal.
Do you have a weapon of awe already up?
I don't think so, but I don't think it's stats. Let me check.
I think it's +2 sacred to damage.
I already to damage. I don't have a sacred bonus to damage.
Or he can give you a prayer. He can give everyone a prayer, which is +1 luck hit and damage.
It would. I personally, I think Bukerbeck would give the party a prayer because prayer affects saves, doesn't it? A luck bonus to saves, and the breath weapon is what murdered us last time.
Yep.
And a negative to
And it
Attack
gives the
damage,
dragon
save,
a
skill
negative.
checks, and a minus.
if it
Okay.
fails to save.
No
It's
saving
no
throw.
save.
Okay.
Oh, SR.
Dumba,
though?
dumba, dumba. The SR check will apply. I don't think he has the spell penetration feats. No.
Probably
He
not.
went with the channeling feats.
That makes sense.
He does not break the dragon's SR, but he does give everyone a +1 luck bonus to all the rolls. And then he will basically 5-foot step next to the doorway,
Take some cover.
take some cover. Yep.
Makes sense.
The melting gold dragon.
Murder
well-
me, Dragon Daddy.
The first thing that he does is he's going to quicken his breath weapon
Oh, Jesus.
to get it off as a single action, which then is interrupted by Dreamtime Zephyrus's Wall of Force that he puts up basically. Let me draw it like this, just right in front of the dragon. The fire goes gouting all over the place, all around the dragon itself. So that was Zephyrus's ready to action, which ruins its single action. The gold dragon then is going to move 5 feet. The leprechaun looks up, still picking up gold coins. From around the corner like this, there's cover.
Sure.
So it's going to try to bite Thurgus.
Fair.
Nat 20.
No, no.
Has to roll twice. Take the lower.
Yes, it does.
Oh,
Oh, fuck yeah.
43.
43 will hit with cover.
Okay.
How close was that?
On the nose. I'm 39 plus 4 from cover.
It bites you for 35 damage.
Are its weapons good aligned?
No, they're magical.
So we'll call that -5. Call it 30 damage.
Okay. So it breathed for 1 action, 5-foot step for another action. It bit for its 3rd, and true dragons in the Martyverse get 1 extra action because the name of the game that this derives from is Dungeons and Dragons. So
It is.
yep.
It is.
It will take its true dragon extra action to tail slap you.
Okay.
Oh man, so much gold is gonna fly off that tail when it does it.
If only we could loot him and take his skin back to the real world.
Iterative attack, AC 45 or AC Nat 1.
Oh,
I'll take that one. That sounds good.
Yes.
It has to
You
roll
can
twice. It has to roll twice in the confirmation, right? AC 34, does that miss?
34 misses me.
Okay, so it critical missed
By
with the
1,
tail.
right?
No, by a lot.
Overextended, you are exhausted, fort save negates. All of his ranting and raving may have made him tired. Now, the DC of the fort save is your AC.
So, I'm assuming you don't count cover?
No,
39.
he fails.
Yes.
The exhausted condition is punishing.
That's
How many actions do dragons get in the Martyverse?
4, and that's it. He's done.
How many-
Exhausted is a -6 to strength and dex.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of staggered. That was
Yeah.
fine.
yeah.
Yeah. Exhausted is still really good for us.
I grow weary of this. Professor.
I think
You just watched through your projected image like the world burning against glass. The wall of fire has finally stopped or the wall of force has finally stopped being a wall of fire. It's finally stopped glowing with heat.
Do we need to roll damage for that? Because the wall would have taken what, quarter damage from energy
quarter
attacks?
quarter damage from energy attacks.
That's
the wall would have
still
taken
substantial.
100, so 25, and it's got a hardness of wall of force
30.
Yeah, so I don't think it
Oh, okay.
did anything.
Understood. Do you need to roll his recharge, or is that on his?
Yeah, I'll roll his recharge, sure. You can breathe again in 3. Oh, he quickened. 3 plus 4, he's got a feat to reduce that by 1, so 6 rounds from now.
Oh shit, that's a long time.
That quicken is pretty cool, though.
That's straight from the Draconomicon. There are a bunch of meta dragon feats that...
That's pretty neat.
Yeah. Quicken, maximize, empower. Basically,
Yeah, I really like that, because a lot of times, like, your big bads, it's really hard to, because of the action economy. That's a really neat mechanic.
Yeah.
Professor, what are you doing?
Yeah, so I through my squished eyes of the illusion, I'll see the wall take the hit, and I'll buckle back down, maintain my concentration, and the like crescendo laughing thunder of the chamber will kind of turn into this, like this roaring sound. I posted a YouTube link. Will echo through the chamber, heralding in a Chardalon's arrival.
Okay.
And he will say, "Who calls out to me? You, my golden little supplicant. It is you who seek my mercy. You seek favor from me. You know that I am a destroyer. I do not grant prayers to the weak. You think yourself worthy of the great red dragon? Then prove it. I will grant you freedom from this dream. You need only give yourself to me in sacrifice, and then you will be born again by my side. Will you take my claw?" And this statue will like glow and burst into flames, and his laughter will echo through the hall.
So you're pretending to be our Chardalon? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I am using the statue to try and say, like, he's been calling out to our Chardalon. He's just converted. Our Chardalon's here. He's listened to your prayers. Okay, if you want me to, like, grant you this, what you have to do is give yourself in sacrifice, and he'll take care of the rest.
What deity do you worship?
Drink the
I worship myself.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So you have the protection of no god, is what you're saying?
No, I wouldn't call it protection. More like if the guy owes you money and like, you know he doesn't have a lot of money, but like what little he has left, you're gonna try and recoup out of him. But that guy owes a lot of other people like you money. I'm like in that sort of situation where he really wants to break my legs on principle, sort of right now.
A Chardalon, while he appreciates what you've been up to, he really doesn't like people impersonating him.
He did ask that I bring him a dragon, offer him a dragon. So I am getting a gold dragon to kill itself at his altar in his name.
And
For
is there any compulsion?
Exactly.
Is there any compulsion that makes this dragon do it, or are you just trying to convince it with the illusion?
I'm gonna throw my fear ability on for the day if I can. I mean, why not, right? A Chardalon's presence.
Are dragons immune to fear?
Does it?
I know they fear us. Like, they usually have, like, a frightful presence or something.
Yeah, the dragon type says nothing against fear effects.
I couldn't go for that. I think
Okay.
he's weak. He's exhausted. He just converted. He's confused. These fucking leprechauns are stealing his gold. Some giant teddy bear just carved him open. He just killed the teddy bear like a second ago. Like, just.
All right, so give me an SR check.
Yeah, that will be tough. What is it? It's a D20 plus
Caster level plus any of the spell penetration.
I don't have that. It's only on specific spell. Or no, I do have spell penetration. You get a +2 bonus on caster level. Yeah, to overcome SR. So it's 13 minus 11, which is 2 plus 2.
No,
right?
don't that you're thinking about dispelling. So just
Oh,
roll all the bonus together. What your caster level is 13.
yep.
You add 2 for spell penetration.
Spell penetration. Yeah.
Don't
Is
you
there
have
anything else?
Don't you have a magus thing where you burn?
I have piercing spell, but don't I have to prepare? It's a feat.
Yeah,
But I think
this
we
is
have
just
to prepare this. It's
yeah,
a meta magic feat.
yeah. If the original spell had piercing on it, then this would apply. Okay.
Yeah, but it doesn't. It's
Okay.
just-
13,
So
and you don't
I-
have anything that boosts your caster level at all. Right?
No, nothing
Okay.
like that. So
All right,
13
so-
plus 2. 24?
24? No, the fear washes up against the gold dragon's scales. He just shakes his head at that.
Worth a try.
Um,
Offer still stands, though, buddy. Sure, Chardelon's a little pissed, but I mean, who is he working with? You know,
could you
you're
write
asking
down
the
at the
professor
top of your
to do
sheet
it.
a Chardelon curse? You now have a
Good,
special form of weakness against fire, where anytime you take fire damage, you take an extra 5 points of fire damage.
Chardelon's
This is the way they do weakness in
curse.
Pathfinder 2. Instead of being like a normal or plus 50%, it's anytime you take fire damage, you take an extra number.
Whenever you take fire damage, you take an additional 5.
Yep,
What did you say?
5. You could feel like, oh, you could feel your dream skin burning a little bit, and there's now a smoking sigil on your tongue.
If you keep blaspheming, you might be able to get those numbers up.
There's the symbol of a Chardelon that is now burnt into your tongue. He got his attention, though.
He's good at that.
That's true. That is technically true.
Makarnom will be good.
I must burn these interlopers first. The Chardelon is what the melting gold dragon says.
You would refuse my offer?
Weakness 2.
Professor, anything else? Give me a charisma check. This is just talking through an illusion, right?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay.
Charisma is
You can
like
add like 8 to the roll. Through all of your convincing and cajoling and actual symbols of
It's
a
not going to
Chardelon.
be good. It's not going to be enough. It's going to be plus 10. 23.
And what was the gist? You asked him to sacrifice himself?
Yeah, kill yourself, basically.
Yeah, offer
Diplomacy to
himself,
kill yourself.
offer himself as sacrifice to the altar, and Chardelon, accepting him as his supplicant now, will give him freedom from this dream prison.
If I die here, I will give myself to you.
You will give yourself freely.
This one, either he or I will survive this. Talking
He
about
is
Thurgus?
nothing to me. You must die to prove yourself.
Death will be the escape. Dreamtime, Mouth of Makranam. You can see has thrown his head up out of the those with see invisibility out of the fountain, and he's choking down a sword.
Hell yeah.
The sword looks like that.
Is it in a scabbard?
No.
This seems really bad.
Yep.
He knows his own stomach.
This is big shit-eating grin. And then he's gonna tootle his way around. It's 2 actions. And then 3. Nestles his way in the backpack. Oh, for keeping. I didn't see any keys, though. Just lots of little gold coins. Top of the round. Thurgus.
I mean, he's got cover from me, right?
Yeah, if you 5-foot stepped over and in, he wouldn't. So it's up to you
sure.
whether or not you...
I'll do that.
Okay. The leprechauns are so small that they could be in the same square as you. I found another one! They're like picking up coins and spilling out of their hands. It's very, very leprechaun-y.
So I have haste is still up. So primary, secondary, hasted attack, tertiary. So primary first, and then we'll resolve the nat 1. Does that sound right?
Yep.
Does 50 hit?
50 hits.
66 plus 53 plus 4 for 90 points of damage.
I think that's pretty close to killing him.
470. He needs to make a fortitude save or die.
Dragon's got good for it.
So yeah, don't roll a 1.
Resolve the
Come
miss.
on.
Oh, actually, as an immediate action, when I roll the nat 1,
Yep.
I'm going to spend my determination to re-roll a miss.
Okay.
Give yourself to me.
Aggression. Creature may re-roll an attack roll before the results are revealed. So I roll that 1, I now re-roll it.
Not since Stamperville stuck that sword into me.
So 44 hit.
With his -3 to AC, yep, that hits. For another 87 points of damage. Okay, he was in the middle of a sentence when you plunge your greatsword up through the bottom of his mouth, kind of pinning his lower jaw to his upper mouth. It snaps shut. The blade is perhaps between his eyes, because his eyes kind of go immediately cross. There's this dripping of gold that falls off of his bones as the dragon lets out one last puff of fire against the wall of force and collapses to the ground, much like a puddle. Thanks to the wall of force, the molten gold splashes mostly away from Thurgus. Your protection against fire protects you from any of the droplets that come
Nice.
flashing your way.
What about the leprechauns?
The leprechaun that was in his square gets destroyed.
Oh no!
The other one, it just sort of smiles at this and stupidly continues to pick up coins, oblivious that his mate, his summon mate, got destroyed.
I love this. This idea of
Scholar Henry,
you summoning leprechauns for the gold.
Henry, you notice through your the foggy wall of force that the symbol of our Chardalon is glowing. It might be accepting the soul of the dragon.
Yes! Offer accepted.
I want to figure out what the gem that it touched was. I'm curious if that was trapping its soul and keeping it here, or
Okay.
something like that.
Okay. Yeah, let's play out the rest of the round, and then we can just
Thurgus
stop.
has one more attack.
Yep.
Oh, you gonna
I
go for
wanna
the
sunder that gem.
decapitation?
Sure.
Don't roll a 1. It's not going to be able to take the 50 damage per swing, kind of.
Not a 1.
Yeah,
But his bane does not apply, so it's a little less. If it matters.
all right. You break the gem-like crystal it had in its breastplate. You do see more, like a lingering blood red golden soul kind of floating up from the gem towards the symbol of Ashardalon.
Oh, shit.
You have slain.
Thurgus is raging. He saw him do a thing and assumed it was bad for Thurgus, so he sundered it. I do not defend my illogical actions.
It's not logic. I think it's the right call in this situation.
Zephyrus just
Might be really bad.
leans down and looks in. It appears we have done it. Next time we should go in with our spells running.
Indeed. When the Jabberwock fight is needed, I think that's what we'll do.
Bukelbeck, I do not think we did evil here. I pray not. We shall find out.
I think with that, like, a last laughing thunder roll will echo through the statue in the chamber, and the professor will stop concentrating and say, another soul delivered!
We gave him a chance. He has a chance now that he's out.
Thurgus is just panting and exhausted, and then he looks at the professor. Wait, what the fuck did you deliver? What?
Promise fulfilled, job well done. Ashardalon's got his metallic dragon, one more in the win column.
There's gold on the ground.
Who the fuck's a Ashardalon?
Really angry dragon chap. We came across him in a temple over in back at what pearl was that? So long ago.
It was in
really
Bustera, I think. It was in Bustera.
Yeah, it was in the Land of Smoking Butte in Bustera.
Makronom.
Yeah.
Professor ends up basically telling that story during his turn, and then Makronom just nestles his way in.
Oh, do you want it now or do you want it later?
I think now. I'm worried it'll hurt you.
Oh, yeah, it's a bit sharp.
Yeah, let's get it out of you.
Okay.
Zephyrus pulls the swallowed sword directly out.
Here you go.
This horribly magical blade is being carefully placed on the ground.
Excellent. Do you think perhaps the key is secretly one of the coins in the fountain or something like that?
Oh, we could look.
Let's look for magic.
Okay, this place is magical. A lot of spells have been cast in the room. You spend the next 5 or 10 minutes searching through coins. There are thousands of these dragon scale coins. You're just not sure if you could bring this with you.
Yeah.
You don't know if it's real wealth or not. Although the creature definitely was real-ish. I don't know if you take any of them. Mark them on your character sheet if you do.
Yeah, I'm going to wrap a few of them up and put them into my purse bag.
Okay. The group of you searches high and low in this chamber and does not find any of the silver keys. This blade is very sharp.
Can we spend some time investigating the broken gem and understand what it was? And I mean, I'll walk into the room, I'll drop my illusion, it'll go down or whatever. And I'll look at the dead dragon. I want to look up at the like symbol of a Ashardalon glowing and the broken gem thing and try and piece together what happened.
Okay. Give me a knowledge arcana.
You said it was like 5 to 10 minutes that passed?
Yep.
37. 48.
It was some sort of like combination of trap the soul or even a phylactery, like a proto phylactery.
And so when the proto-phylactery broke, the dragon's soul was finally released from, I guess, whatever. This phylactery was kind of like a prison, keeping him in this fountain. And so his soul went successfully into the symbol and was absorbed by the god.
You maybe
That
it depends.
seems possible.
It depends on the nature of this dread realm. The soul
Maybe
could.
we
The
just
soul
fed
could.
the drone.
Yeah, the soul could just be up in the symbol over there.
Yeah, is there maybe do I have what do I have? I'm gonna try and look a little deeper here. Where's true sight?
Pharisee, I got a question for you. Well, the professor's, putzing about looking at magic stuff. There's a lot of people trapped here, right? Dragons and stuff that has never been able to get back to different realms and whatnot.
Yes.
Is it possible maybe Zalara's kid got mixed up in this place? Should we be looking for him?
It's not likely because we believe he's trapped in Baba Yaga's hut.
Yeah, all right.
And we've got pretty good knowledge that this is so. But it's always good to be on the lookout for Zalara's kid, and it's always good to free souls that are trapped. Well, yes, always. I prefer things not be trapped.
Something to think about then, I suppose.
Not
Yes.
sure where that soul went, but if the soul was in the gem and you guys picked up the gem and brought it with you out of this place, if you escaped, maybe you could have brought him out that way.
Maybe.
Can I?
That would have been a jerk move, though.
Pretty good thing
This-
Marion's not here, right?
This was a jerk move.
This was full of jerkdom.
Yeah.
This really tortured good soul. Let's twist his mind around so he turns evil, so that our good spells could beat the piss out of him. And then instead of freeing him, let's consign him to an evil god, but make it hard for him to escape the dread realm. Awesome. We got what we came for, guys.
I mean, yeah. When you put it that way.
Jerks.
Whoa. Marty, spoilers. Also, that's highly metagaming. You're just role playing.
Yeah, I know. But the question was, are we jerks? Yes.
I'm just sitting here going like, man, it's
Yeah.
a good thing our paladin didn't watch us murder this gold dragon.
Well, yeah, that was kind of the complication, I guess. But when
We should
you're all
never speak of this.
when you're all jerk butts, it's
shit.
like.
I think contemplating all that, I will look down at this thing. I will cast an unseen servant and have him pick up one of the like shattered gem pieces, and I will open up my
evil things done remembered. Can you put down underneath that thing, that list that you've got that you converted an ancient gold dragon to an evil religion? Moments before consigning his soul to that evil god.
Yeah, I'm a dragon slayer. What color dragon did you kill? That's not important.
Because I think I think there are some things the professor has done that are quite evil that he hasn't been able to just
not just forget.
Yeah.
He like consciously strove.
Yes.
And like put a lot of effort into it.
Yes.
Some might even say he heroically spent resources to try and accomplish this.
I was under compulsion, guys. For most of what just happened there, I was compelled to do it. And at
Pretty
the
sure
end,
the
I
GM
was...
said you could totally not do it. You're not forced to.
I mean, when you're compelled to do something, sometimes you just gotta go with the flow, you know?
This blade shouldn't be swung around unless we really need to.
I'll cast Unseen Servant. I'll have it pick up one of the pieces of its fractured gem heart things, and I will open up the Flesh Crafter bag that's on little baby Henry as well. It's a dream. It's still there. And drop it in and close the case and say, well,
Okay.
that was an interesting day.
The dark.
Zephyros, do you want me to put that in the scabbard? I got space for it.
Fine. Do you want to know what it does?
Absolutely.
It's a butchering blade.
I would still like to know what it does.
You know how Vorpal swords can chop off heads.
Yeah.
This one chops off limbs.
Oh, that sounds awesome. Why wouldn't we want to use it?
If you miss, I like my trunk.
Understood.
It can also chop off heads, but...
If everybody's cool with that, I'll just put it in the scabbard of many blades. I got space for it. It keeps it safe because it's not sheathed right now.
I'm cool
so
with that. Yeah.
I don't think anyone's interested in the butchering greatsword.
Oh, and it's a great sword.
So we're looking for Ezri in the third key piece. I made a note that the resting place of Stephen is in Averon. That there were things needed to summon the tomb, and the theory is that that those have been found, and Ezri has summoned the tomb, and perhaps that is where Ezri is then.
Or that's her right there. Oh, is that her over there?
Meow.
I hear a cat. Ezri.
Ezri, are you here?
You go out into the hallway. There is a little black cat with a collar on it, a little bell, eyes wild, pupils like saucers. She's going running from room to room. She stops and goes running down the hallway towards the Jabberwock.
I think I see her.
Is that where the key is, Ezri? Is Mao yes or no?
You at least caught up
Cats.
to her. Right. She didn't stick around long enough to do the one meow yes, two meow no. But she disappeared into the bushes. It looks like she's like half wild or half crazy.
Yeah, she's been here a long time.
I think at this point in time, this is a good place to push pause.
I think the next thing we do is buff up and kill a Jabberwock, my child.
I'll detail the Dark Star. I'm thinking there's a random table instead of head when you do the nat 20 that has head on it, but other limbs might be the.
Is the Dark Star the name of the sword?
Yep.
Nice. Yeah, it sounds awesome.
Okay, I'll do that right up before next game. As is tradition, we name our games after we play.
Oh,
I had a placeholder name called Fool's Gold.
It's not a bad one.
I just love the idea of
Jerks
the
Gold.
I just love that idea of the leprechauns chasing after the golden dragon, just picking up the coins he drops, and like they're not even going to exist in like 30 seconds or whatever. But something about that was just beautiful for me.
You just gave them such joy.
Yeah, it's just like that little time they existed in this plane. Oh, geez. I mean, it was like a conversion happened there, sacrifice.
Unless there's anything better than Jerks Gold.
I want something with the just the number of boons and
the
banes
buffs.
and gaiuses that we went through on the professor. But I can't. I got nothing.
He's like
dying was the best
he's
thing
like
that
the
ever happened to me.
Professor of Blasphemy.
Yeah, Blasphemy Studies 101.
Blasphemy 101.
Blasphemy 101. Okay, that one's actually pretty good.
I'm a fan.
All right, it is written into the books. Season 4, episode 4. Yeah, it was awesome. Good game, guys.
Yeah, that was good. I did not. We really like threw a curveball at the end when we went back in this room, and shit got really wild when we decided to turn around and come back in.
I really liked how you guys were enjoying the morality questions, just being bombarded
Yeah, that's
by
right. Yeah,
these
that was-
insane
It was
scenarios.
so good.
Just
I'm like,
running
how
through
do I play a mad dragon? I can just ramble and say a bunch of shit. I'm like, no, this dragon has been cooped up in here forever with a bunch of evil people.
By far my favorite part.
And then Zoltar.org. I was just reading the advertising
Yeah.
for Zoltar. Oh, that was pretty fun.
That's like the things he says when you walk by, like at the carnival or the magic shop or whatever.
Yeah.
Your pitch you were given there. That was
Yep.
great.
Yeah, all the cards were just as risky as they were beneficial.
Yeah. Yeah, that thing was crazy. It was so tempting to keep putting gold in. I guess now,
No.
I guess
not at all.
before we leave, I'll grab a piece of gold and go put it in
Are
the
you
Zoltar. That's
crazy?
why we came in here.
It's the
Immediately
professor.
got
Professor
cursed.
just keeps on putting gold coins in. I don't think
There's
it's
a
working.
good way to do something. totally forgot about the gold.
We'll maybe we'll start off the game with you with you. Hey, where's the professor? Let's just stick a coin in here.
One before we go. We came in here to get coins from this dragon.
No, we came for the sword.
The guy was a dick, so we stuck him with the sword. Now we'll get the dragon. We'll go back to the machine, put a gold in. If it's a dick still, we stab him with the sword. Thus completing the plan.
What did the dragon keep telling us? We were wanting or something, or
Yeah, you were wanting or lacking or
In our morality.
yeah.
I mean,
so good.
he's not wrong. He's definitely not wrong about that.
The zaniness will continue next time. We need Neil at next. Oh, let me do some quick math here. We'll probably need Neil at the next one, and there's a weird reason why.
Okay.
I could probably stretch it so that. Yeah. Anyways, we can talk offline. But
Well, if you need us to do crazy stuff, we could always just explore other rooms.
Try not to die.
try not to die.
Dude, we've died like almost in all of these rooms. We literally died in that last room.
You died.
You were close.
I took a nap.
You were very close.
I took a nap in molten cold.
You have a henchman that has the Breath of Life spell, and he used it.
Yeah, thank God for that.
All right, good place to leave it. For those watching on YouTube, where this video will eventually appear, thanks for your support. And for those hanging out in the channel with us tonight, it's good seeing you folks here. And as always, we hope you enjoy this as much as we do. Peace. Have a good night.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye. That was good.